Have you ever heard of Benin? This small yet fascinating West African country is often overlooked, but it's brimming with rich history, diverse cultures, and stunning landscapes. Nestled between Nigeria and Togo, Benin spans about 44,000 square miles, roughly the size of Pennsylvania. It shares borders with Nigeria, Togo, Burkina Faso, and Niger, while its 75-mile coastline along the Gulf of Benin makes it a key trade hub. The country's climate varies dramatically. The north experiences scorching temperatures up to 108 degrees, much like Arizona in summer, while the south enjoys a humid tropical climate similar to Florida. With a population of around 13.7 million, comparable to Illinois, Benin is a melting pot of over 60 ethnic groups. The Fon people form the majority, followed by the Yoruba, Bariba, and Fula. French is the official language, but more than 50 indigenous languages fill the streets, creating a vibrant linguistic tapestry reminiscent of a bustling New York or London market. The junkyard of luxury cars. In Paris, a Mercedes-Benz S-Class or a BMW 7 Series is a status symbol. But in Cotonou, Benin, they are nothing more than rusting relics. Scattered across vast junkyards, these once luxurious vehicles lie abandoned under the relentless West African sun, covered in red dust and corrosion. Once gliding through the streets of Paris, they now await dismantling for parts. This surreal sight is common in Cotonou, where hundreds of high-end European cars, including Audis, BMWs, Mercedes, and even Range Rovers, form a graveyard of faded luxury. Each year, over 500,000 used vehicles from Europe and the U.S. flood Benin's ports, making it one of Africa's top importers of second-hand cars. Many of these vehicles are discarded in Europe due to outdated technology, emission failures, or simple upgrades. Instead of being scrapped, they find a second life in West Africa, where emission regulations are minimal and buyers still exist. However, this trade comes with a paradox. While these luxury cars arrive at relatively low prices, sometimes as little as $3,000 to $5,000 for a 2010 Mercedes-Benz, they are often ill-suited for Benin's roads and climate. According to UN statistics, over 80% of Benin's imported vehicles are second-hand from Europe, the US, and Japan, though most are practical economy cars rather than high-end models. Beninese women, the warmest hosts you'll ever meet. Picture yourself stepping into a bustling market in Cotonou, the economic heart of Benin. All around you, confident and graceful women move with purpose, draped in dazzling Ankara dresses, their heads crowned with towering gele head wraps, symbols of strength and pride. With their radiant smiles, deep-set eyes, and smooth dark skin, Beninese women embody the unique beauty of West Africa. Interestingly, in Beninese culture, a fuller figure is celebrated as a sign of health, prosperity, and beauty. Forget dull suits or simple attire. Fashion in Benin is an art form. Boldly patterned Ankara and Kente fabrics, bursting with color, are more than just clothing. They express individuality, social status, and family heritage. The iconic gilet head wrap does more than enhance their features. It represents dignity and cultural pride. What truly sets Beninese women apart, however, is their remarkable warmth and hospitality. They welcome visitors not just with open arms but with open hearts, eager to share their homes, traditional meals, and vibrant stories of their daily lives. Their kindness extends beyond a simple greeting. They value sincerity and respect, especially from foreign men. Sweet words alone won't win them over. They admire strength, determination, and responsibility. If you truly want to impress a Beninese woman, don't just speak. Prove yourself through actions. Would you like to learn more about them? Drop a 4 in the comments. Or, if you're feeling bold and want tips on how to win the heart of a Beninese woman, comment with an 8. We've got some insights to share. Men, the true kings of beauty. Think beauty rituals are just for women? Not in Benin. In some tribes, men take personal grooming to the next level, spending more time perfecting their appearance than women do. While a simple shirt might be enough for Western men, A true Beninese gentleman must present himself with a painted face, elaborate clothing, and a commanding presence. Here, makeup isn't seen as weakness. It's a mark of power and masculinity. During festivals, tall, muscular men meticulously apply eyeliner, scent their hair with fragrant wax, and decorate their faces with bold colors. Their striking outfits and intricate face designs aren't just for show. They symbolize social status, warrior strength, and even serve as a way to attract women. What might be performance art in New York or Paris is, in Benin, a proud tradition of masculinity. A country with two distinct capitals. Some nations find one capital too limiting. South Africa has three, Bolivia splits power between two cities, and the Netherlands governs from The Hague, despite Amsterdam being the official capital. Benin follows suit, embracing two distinct capitals, Porto Novo and Cotonou. Porto Novo, the official capital, is a city of nostalgia, where old royal palaces, colonial-era houses, and traditional markets preserve the past. With its quiet streets and deep-rooted voodoo heritage, it feels like a place where time stands still. Yet, despite its status on paper, Porto Novo is not the true center of power. That role belongs to Cotonou, Benin's bustling heart. Though not officially the capital, it serves as the country's economic, administrative, and political powerhouse. Home to the presidential palace, embassies, ministries, and Benin's largest port, Cotonou is where major decisions are made. Vibrant markets, lively streets, and scenic beaches make it the perfect destination for those who thrive on energy and excitement. Ganvi, the Venice of Africa. Forget the gondolas of Venice and overpriced gelato. If you're looking for a truly unique floating city, head to Ganvi, Benin's Venice of Africa. Here, boats aren't a luxury or tourist attraction. They're a way of life. With no roads, cars, or Ubers, everything happens on water. Need to go to school? Take a boat. Planning a date? Paddle your way there. From floating markets and bars to schools, hospitals, and churches, Ganvier is a fully functional water-based community. Locals navigate its wooden houses on stilts, children row themselves to class, and women trade fresh fish from boat to boat. Once a fishing village, Ganvier is now a rising tourist destination, drawing around 10,000 visitors each year. Whether you come for the culture, the scenery, or the experience of drifting through daily life, this remarkable village offers a glimpse into a world where water is everything. Dantokpa, the largest market in West Africa. In the heart of Cotonou, Dantokpa Market sprawls over 50 acres, making it the largest open-air market in West Africa and Benin's commercial epicenter. More than just a trading hub, it's a vibrant reflection of local culture and daily life, drawing over 300,000 visitors each day. Step inside, and you'll find yourself in a maze of colorful stalls selling everything from fresh produce, fish, and spices to bold West African fabrics. Women expertly balance loads of up to 50 pounds on their heads while weaving through the crowds, calling out to customers with rhythmic energy. One of the market's highlights is the handicraft section, where intricately carved wooden statues, ritual masks, and brass jewelry showcase Benin's artistic heritage. And for food lovers, Dantokpa is a paradise. The scent of sizzling skewers, crispy beignets, and sweet hibiscus juice fills the air. A full meal costs less than $5, proving that here, unforgettable flavors don't come with a hefty price tag. Snakes, sacred symbols in Benin. While much of the world sees snakes as villains, whether in Hollywood thrillers or real-life fears, Benin holds a different view. Here, snakes are not just harmless creatures but revered symbols of divinity, protectors of homes, and even honored guests. At the famous Python Temple in Ouidah, over 50 royal pythons roam freely, treated like VIPs in a 5-star retreat. There are no glass cages or barriers. Visitors walk among them, sometimes feeling a gentle coil around their feet. Brave enough? You can even pose with a python for a truly unforgettable photo. But perhaps the most surprising tradition for outsiders is the temple's monthly ritual of releasing snakes into the town. Instead of panic, locals welcome these serpentine visitors into their homes, believing them to bring divine blessings. Here, a snake's presence isn't a call for alarm. It's a sign of spiritual favor. The art of balancing. Beninese women on the move. Think circus performers have the best balancing skills? Then you haven't seen the women of Benin. On the bustling streets of Cotonou and Porto Novo, they stride effortlessly with towering loads on their heads. No hands, no straps, just pure skill. From baskets of fruit and sacks of rice to buckets of water and bundles of fabric, they carry it all with astonishing ease. While most people struggle to walk straight with a book on their head, Beninese women master this art from childhood until it becomes second nature. What's even more impressive? Their posture. Despite the weight, they move with elegance, standing tall and confident as if gliding down a runway rather than navigating a busy workday. White gold, the lifeblood of Benin. In many parts of the world, white gold refers to diamonds, salt, or even milk. But in Benin, it means one thing: cotton. As the largest cotton exporter in West Africa, Benin's economy thrives on this vital crop. Producing over 700,000 tons annually, cotton accounts for 40% of the country's GDP and a staggering 80% of its export revenue. In simple terms, for every 10 Beninese francs earned from exports, 8 come from cotton. But cotton is more than just a product, it's a lifeline. From farmers meticulously harvesting by hand to modern processing factories, the entire supply chain keeps millions employed. The purest cotton fibers from Benin don't just stay in Africa, they travel to textile mills in India, China, Europe, and the US, weaving Benin's agricultural legacy into fabrics worldwide. Benin, a hidden tourist paradise. If you think African tourism is all about safaris and deserts, Benin will surprise you. With breathtaking landscapes, rich history, and vibrant culture, this West African gem offers an unforgettable adventure. For wildlife lovers, Penjari National Park is a must-visit. Covering 4,800 square miles, it's often called the Serengeti of West Africa, but with fewer crowds. A jeep safari here brings you up close to lions, elephants, leopards, and giraffes, offering a front-row seat to nature's raw beauty. Watching the sunset over the savannah feels like stepping into a live documentary. Beyond nature, Benin's cultural heritage is just as remarkable. The royal palace of Abomey, once the heart of the Dahomey kingdom, showcases the power and legacy of the famous female warriors who inspired Black Panther. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it offers a deep dive into Benin's royal past. And after all that adventure, nothing beats unwinding at Fidrose Beach in Cotonou. With golden sands, clear waters, and fresh seafood, it's the perfect spot to sip a coconut cocktail, feel the ocean breeze, and escape the noise of modern life. The enigmatic Voodoo Festival of Benin. If there's a festival that is wild, mystical, and bursting with life, it's Benin's Voodoo Festival, the country's most captivating cultural event. Held annually on January 10th in Ouidah, the spiritual heart of voodoo, this festival draws thousands of visitors eager to experience one of Africa's most sacred and mesmerizing traditions. As the celebration unfolds, voodoo priests in dazzling attire perform ancient rituals, while the rhythmic pounding of drums fills the air. The energy intensifies as men and women, lost in trance-like dances, express a deep connection to the divine. Mysterious masks, sacrificial offerings, and sacred chants create an atmosphere both electrifying and surreal, leaving visitors in awe of Benin's spiritual heritage. The stolen treasures of Benin. Imagine crafting a masterpiece, only to have it stolen and displayed in a foreign land. This is the fate of the Benin bronzes, a collection of over 1,000 sculptures and plaques that once adorned the royal palace of the Kingdom of Benin, now part of Nigeria. Created in the 13th century, these works showcase the exceptional metalworking skills of Edo artisans. However, in 1897, British forces looted them during a military expedition, seizing hundreds of pieces. Today, about 200 reside in the British Museum, while others are scattered across museums in Germany, the US, and Europe. When Western scholars first saw these bronzes, they were stunned. How could an African civilization create such sophisticated art? The brilliance of the Benin bronzes forced many to reconsider their prejudices about African artistry. Although efforts are underway to repatriate these stolen treasures, the process remains slow. Until then, the Benin bronzes continue to serve as both a testament to Edo craftsmanship and a reminder of colonial plunder. Benin, a culinary paradise. If you're a food lover seeking new flavors, Benin's cuisine will captivate your taste buds. One of its signature dishes is pat, a smooth cornmeal or cassava dough, typically served with tomato sauce, greens, or meats like chicken or fish. For a bolder taste, try amiwo, a vibrant red version of pat, infused with peppers, palm oil, and spices. When paired with crispy fried chicken or fish, it becomes an irresistible meal. A must-try street food is akpan, a steamed cake made from fermented corn flour with a slightly tangy flavor, often enjoyed with sweetened condensed milk. If you love Greek yogurt or sourdough bread, this dish will surely delight you. Seafood enthusiasts will savor pisson braisé, grilled fish marinated with garlic, peppers, onions, and local spices, served alongside fried plantains or mashed yam, aligot. To complete the experience, don't miss sodabai, a strong palm wine with a rich tropical aroma, Benin's signature drink. Whether you prefer bold spices, comforting stews, or fresh seafood, Benin's cuisine offers a true culinary adventure. Cost of living in Benin. If you're searching for an affordable destination that still provides essential amenities, Benin might be an excellent choice. The cost of rent in Benin is remarkably low compared to American standards. In Cotonou, the country's largest city, a one-bedroom apartment in the downtown area typically costs between $200 and $500 per month. Opting for a home in the suburbs or a smaller city can bring this cost down even further, ranging from just $100 to $250 per month. To put this into perspective, renting a similar one-bedroom apartment in downtown Houston, Texas, could easily set you back between $1,500 and $2,000 per month. Food and dining in Benin are also incredibly budget-friendly. A meal at a small local eatery costs around $2 to $5, while dining at a mid-range restaurant usually falls between $10 and $20 per meal. If you prefer home-cooked meals, a monthly grocery budget covering staples like rice, meat, vegetables, and fruit typically amounts to $100 to $200. By contrast, purchasing the same amount of groceries in the United States would likely cost between $400 and $600 per month. Transportation is another area where Benin proves to be highly economical. The most common mode of transport is the zemijan, or motorcycle taxi, with fares starting as low as 0,050 Shin to $2 for short trips. Regular taxis and shared ride services are also affordable, generally costing between $1 and $5 per ride, significantly cheaper than an average Uber fare in the US, which ranges from $10 to $25 for a short-distance trip. Other essential expenses remain low as well. Monthly utility bills, including electricity, water, and internet, typically range from $50 to $150. Additionally, private healthcare services are surprisingly affordable, often costing just a fraction of what they would in the United States. In summary, Benin offers an inviting combination of affordability and cultural richness. With an overall cost of living that is just one-third or even one-fifth of what you might expect in the US, it presents an appealing option for those seeking a simpler, yet fulfilling lifestyle. Would Benin be a destination you'd consider for travel or even relocation? If so, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, comment 0, and we'll introduce you to another country with an even lower cost of living. For those genuinely interested in visiting Benin, comment with the number 7, and we'll provide detailed information on visas, permits, and other entry requirements. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Benin. Stay tuned for more exciting travel insights in our upcoming documentaries.